Why 2 grind reviews in one day? Because I want to! This is Anthony Fantano, the Needle Drop Reviews. Wormrot is a Singapore grindcore outfit. This is their second LP, Dirge. It's also been reviewed by bros like Yak Sniffer and JGC Sound. And they both talked about this new LP and were very positive about it. So I figured, why not listen to them? And I'm glad I did. Unlike Rotten Sound and a lot of grindcore groups with modern metal production, Wormrot leaves it up to the band's energy, their playing ability, their in-the-moment sound, their personal intensity as musicians to make their grindcore entertaining. They're not overly reliant on studio magic to bring the noise, so it kind of sounds a little bit like a throwback. I think we can all agree that grindcore is a genre of extremes, with one band making a name for themselves by trying to be louder or faster or just crazier than the next. If you actually read into the history of the genre in the book Choosing Death, which was actually recommended to me by Yak Sniffer, Napalm Death kind of came into their own just through the search of looking for a drummer who could play faster, faster, faster. A lot of bands after Napalm Death have been locked into this fleeting search for a more intense sound, more intense style, more intense recording. And you know what? In that search, something has kind of been lost. And whatever that something is, Wormrot has found it and made an album with it. I know that sounds corny, but I feel that way. Sincerely. These guys don't just sound like a metal band playing too fast. They sound like the old days when grindcore was an even blend of thrash metal and hardcore punk. Too many people forget the hardcore punk. Every time I listen to this thing, I feel like I get to know the record a little bit more. I'm actually learning things from it, actually gaining something from it. I'm not just getting a headache from an extreme mix. I'm seeing more detail in the drumming, more detail in the riffs, the various sections that these guys throw into their 30-second songs. The vocals are always switching up from track to track too. Sometimes they're these harsh high retches, there are these guttural lows as well. At some points the vocals are more intelligible than others, which just makes it easy to break these songs up. When one ends, one starts, you can tell the difference between these tracks. The shortest track here is about 3.5 seconds, and I think the title is actually a reference to Napalm Death themselves. The shortest song on their first record was titled You Suffer, and the title from this LP is You Suffer, But Why Should I Care? I'm just speculating at that point. But anyway, this thing is not just constantly blasting my face off. It has a lot of highs, a lot of lows. There's variation. Just a lot of great grooves, a lot of thrash riffs. It's 25 tracks, 18 minutes of intensity. Earache Records is actually giving this thing away as a free digital download before it's released physically. I look forward to listening to this thing on and off throughout the year. Plug these guys again, check them out, Yak Sniffer and JGC Sound on YouTube. They are linked in the description box below this video. They have much better opinions on tons of music I don't usually talk about. Okay, Wormrot, Dirge, The Needle Drop, Light 8. Thank you for watching. Forever.